Hello there to everyone watching and to the replay viewers. I am so excited today because I'm going to be talking in just a second about the best 17 cents I've spent on building my empire. I am so excited about this because never once have I spent so little and gotten so much in such a quick turnaround time. So hi, welcome Chelsea, grubba hi. I'm getting ready to flip the camera around, but first I just wanted to say I'm Kimberly Gosney from KimberlyGosney.com, and I share tips, strategies, and tactics to help you stay motivated while you're building your empire and building your website in particular. So let me go ahead and flip this camera around because I feel really wonky all backwards and all. Hi! Good morning. It is about 10 o'clock here in, well, it's 10:15 here in North Carolina. So I am so happy to have you joining my scope today. I like to be really quick and get to the point. So of course, if you are not following me already and you're new, I'd love to know that you're new. You can just pop the word new down there. You can also tap the little guy in the corner and follow me so that you can hop on and we can scope together. I do it at least once a day, every day at 2 o'clock. Today I'm trying 10 o'clock in the morning, well 10:15, so I'm trying something a little different. And I'm getting ready to get to the best 17 cents that I've spent on building my empire. So the best investment that I've ever made that cost me a whopping 17 cents. So first, yeah, you can share hearts if you're new and you have never periscoped before. You can tap your screen and you'll pop hearts on the screen. If you are green, if the color that you are when you hopped on here, hi purple. Green is my absolute favorite color. So if you have green, I kind of feel it's mandatory that you tap your screen because the green always makes me really happy to see. Hi Prince Chuck, your Choco hearts today. Woohoo! Congratulations. So anyway, I'm going to share with you this thing that I bought for my business. And actually the funny thing is I didn't even buy it myself. I conned my husband into spending this 17 cents on the best and most effective empire building tool that I have found this week for my business. So what is this tool? What is this thing that I bought? I'm going to show it to you. It's so embarrassing. I'm getting ready to show it to you. It is this lovely one subject wide ruled notebook purchased at Walmart. Yep, 17 cents. We were heading out to buy my daughter's school supplies and she needed 12 one subject notebooks. And I'm like, oh my God, that's gonna be like 20, 30 bucks. That's a ton of notebooks. And we get to Walmart and right when we walk in, there are stacks and stacks and stacks of notebooks and they're 17 cents. So the fact that I bought this 17 cent notebook, or I conned my husband into buying it, isn't what made this such a great investment. It's what I did with it after Sunday. So today is Tuesday. So I have just been using this 17 cent notebook for the last, like, what, 48 hours? And I have learned so much about my business in that time based on this one notebook. So let me get comfortable because I'm like all squirrely in my chair today. So I'm going to get comfy and I'm so happy to have you here. Oh, you can also slide your screen and tweet this out. If you want to share it with your followers on Twitter, I'd be so thankful. It made me feel so special. And I'm just super excited that I get to talk to you about spending 17 cents that will really make a difference in your business, because I think, and you can tap the screen if this sounds like you, but I think sometimes that we think that we need to be spending thousands and thousands of dollars and making these huge, gigantic investments in like coaching and in our websites and in our business in other ways. But sometimes it's the little investments that really can make the big, big difference. So what did I do with this notebook? Okay, so for those of you who don't know me, I am a web designer / I teach a course for DIYers who are learning how to build their own websites. And I bought this notebook and I have started tracking the time that I spend specific to each of my done for you site design clients. So I'm taking the time that I spend inside my Basecamp project management software, inside my email box, inside the actual building of websites, and I am using my notebook to track this time. And just in this last 48 hours. And I know this is such a random, weird topic, and you may or may not be a web designer or a DIY coach like me, but you can certainly apply this to your business no matter what kind of business you have. So this tracking of your time, because I found out something huge about the way that I think about my business versus the way that my clients think about my business. And it has been so eye-opening. So if you have a website, and I can't see you right now, but if you have a website, tap the screen and then share a link to your website so that we can find you and we can say hello to you. I love to know where the people on the scopes are actually from. So if you want to shout out in the chat box where you're actually from, that's so super exciting to me. But anyway, I promised I wouldn't ramble. So I'm going to talk to you about this 17-cent notebook. So I'm tracking my time and I'm asking my clients how long they feel like in terms of their time the same thing would have taken them to achieve. And so this is what's really interesting to me, and this is not something that I learned on my own. This was a tip that someone suggested to me in a group that I'm in Facebook. And it was a tip, and I thought, you know, I've never really thought about how long someone else thinks it takes to build a website, for example. And I've never thought about how long a DIYer thinks about how long it might take to DIY their website. Like, those are things that like come easy to me. So I know how long it takes me, but how long does it take them, and how do they see that when they are viewing their starting website or they're starting doing the work themselves? Like, how are they viewing that time? And it's been so amazing. So this is what I found out. I found out that we all grossly underestimate the time that we think something is going to take from start to finish. So if you're here and watching and you work with clients or you are building a business, have you ever thought something was going to take a lot less time than it actually did? And so that's where the gap, I think, comes in our businesses and in bringing in money and being sustainable as a business, is the amount of time that it takes you to do something and the amount of time that you think it will take you to do something. So like with websites, it's a perfect example, because where someone that hires me might think it takes 10 or 15 hours to build out a site if they were to do it. Could they really do it in that amount of time? So that's where the notebook comes in and the tracking comes in, and the really being laser focused on the amount of time that it takes you to deliver what you're going to be giving to your clients. Because I know especially, hi David, nice to see you. I know especially with working on courses and creating courses for your clients. Oh, thank you for the hearts. They're peach, that's fun color. And especially with building courses and having Facebook groups and different components like that. Are you really factoring in and thinking about the amount of time that it's going to take you to do that when you're planning out for your courses? And are you thinking about the amount of time that it's going to take your course participants to participate in those things as well? So on both sides of the coin, how long is it taking you to get the job done, or how long is it taking your person to do that same job? And where is the disconnect? Because a lot of times where someone thinks that it might take them 15 hours to build a first website, I know it took me a year to build my first website and have it be something that I was proud of. And that was a year of 2 hours in the morning, an hour at night, every day, nonstop. So I know it took a lot longer than 15 hours. So in thinking about things in terms of your time, your energy, and where your client's time and energy is, like where is the gap, and how can you structure it so that they understand the value that what you do provides? Because if now, let's say that you're a green smoothie maker or you're a person that teaches a course on green smoothies, if you know that it takes you 20 hours to create that course, then what value does that course create for the person that you created it for? Because it's easy to just say, let's price it at $297. You know, that's really easy. But can you deliver it to that person, and can they get that much value? And how long is it going to take them to complete it? So I hope that all makes sense. But so the best investment that I have spent on my business this week was this 17-cent notebook from Walmart. Yeah, the 17-cent notebook from Walmart that I actually got my husband to buy. So actually it's a freebie gift. And I'm using that to track my time, to look at scaling my priorities and seeing where the time disconnect is between how long something should take and how long it does take. And then flipping that coin and looking at it from my client perspective. If my client were to do the same exact thing, how long would it take them to achieve the same exact result? And so that's what I'm using, and that's how I am creating value-based pricing in my own business, is by looking at the difference in the shift of how long it should take for someone else to do it versus how long it takes for me to do it. So there you go. And I hope that that was helpful, and it was so nice to have you on a scope like this. I don't usually talk about pricing and business models all that much because I'm like a let me hit my keyboard and build a website kind of girl. But I think it's important that, especially if we are DIYing or if we are starting our own businesses, my bangs are all crazy right now. If we're working in our own businesses, that we start thinking about how we're pricing and the amount of time and energy and effort that's going into you creating a price versus just saying this is going to be X number of dollars. Like figuring out that price versus the value to the person it provides. So I hope that helps, and I really enjoyed having you here on my scope today. So thank you so much, and you can also connect with me on Twitter if you have any questions or if you just want to say hello. I'm at Kimberly Gosney on Twitter. Thanks. Bye. Oh, and do you have any questions? Look, I'm so rude. How rude of me. Oh my gosh. Periscope still makes me a little nervous. So do you have any questions about... Oh, thank you for the hearts, David. That's so nice. Do you have any questions on this crazy, random, in my head pricing strategy using my 17-cent notebook from Walmart? You're more than welcome to pop your questions in there, or you can give me your questions after on Twitter. You can just go to @KimberlyGosney and you'll find me in Twitter there. So I'm looking to see, but I don't see any questions. So thank you for joining me for my first early morning scope. It was hard to get up and put on makeup this early in the morning, but I did it. So now I'll be ready-ish at 2 when it's time for my second Periscope of the day. Bye. Thank you, David. You're always so awesome.